This is the Colosseum in Rome. This is one of the main attractions, not just in Rome, but on the whole planet. Although this is included in our tour, we were just walking down a side street 5 minutes away from our hotel. It was a narrow side street, and at the last second, we said, let's go down here. And as we walked down, we thought we could see a wall at the end of the street. But as we got closer, we saw it was way more than a wall. And this is what I'm talking about when I say you got to get out and walk around. The Colosseum was originally known as the Flavian Amphitheater, and it's the largest amphitheater ever built. Construction began under the Emperor Vespasian in AD 72 and was completed in AD 80 under his successor and heir, Titus. Security here is extremely visible and extremely serious. Other ancient ruins all around this area, you can just stand there and kind of do a 360 and you see the tops of Trajan's Market, you could see the Palatine Hill and other places that you are eventually going to get to. It's all within walking distance. The Italians have dubbed the Colosseum Swiss cheese because there are so many holes, but some of the gaps in this brown brickwork are actually deliberate. The builders needed them to attach their scaffolding in order to keep building higher up, but some of the other gaps are indeed due to vandalism. The building ceased to be used for entertainment in the early medieval era, and it was later reused for such purposes as housings and workshops, quarters for religious orders, a fortress, and a quarry as people were stealing stones from it to go build their own homes. The place the Roman emperors sat now has a large cross on it to remember the Christians who died in this arena. The construction was actually paid for by the spoils of the city of Jerusalem. The Colosseum could hold, it's estimated, between 50 and 80,000 spectators, having an average audience of somewhere around 65,000. And it's incredible the way they've got it set up, that they really knew how to handle a crowd to be able to get in and to be able to get out very efficiently. Being as it gets very hot in Italy, they actually had a retractable roof or awning that went over this to cover the crowds. The Colosseum wasn't just used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles, but they also had mock sea battles in here. Can you imagine being able to flood this area with water, float ships for sea battles? We can't even get our sinks to keep the water from flowing out. They had a very sophisticated series of elevators and pulleys to be able to get animals as heavy as elephants as well as people up from their cellar areas up into the main arenas. And they could appear almost anywhere. This is where the emperor would sit and decide who lives and who dies. The exterior of the Colosseum showing particularly intact outer walls and the mostly intact inner wall. You can just see ancient history everywhere around here. This is the Arch of Constantine, and it was he who made Christianity legal and the state religion after seeing a sign in the heavens. Personally, I just think it was politically motivated, but that's what's here. Waiting for the sunset, it's a great time to have some wine. As the sun goes down, and these were actually taken not on the official tour, but when we accidentally stumbled on the place because it was nighttime when we were walking around. I used this shot on some Christmas cards that I sell in the North End in Boston. Onward to more of Rome.